Okay, today I'm going to try to make a copy of something similar to this little spring. I did one in my notebook just to try to get the colors right. And I'm going to try to do it on this paper. I'm not really sure exactly what paper it is. It's watercolor paper, and it seems pretty nice. Like, I was looking at it. I was testing out some of the colors again. And it really, it does have a nice look to it. So I think it should come out nice. It's probably at least 180 pounds. It might be hot press just because it has a little bit of a stiffness to it. But it was just like a, oh, I think that's how I ruined my video last time. It was just a remnant. And so I printed out the original, which is on iStock by Maria Hunter. And so obviously we can't sell this or use it in a commercial way, but you can use it to practice. It's, I printed it out, and now you just write on the back and just make sort of a dark square on the back. This is even probably too much. You don't really even need this much, but I already did it once. And that's to transfer the image. So you put it on your paper, and you need to be careful about where it goes. And the scribbled side is down on top of the paper. Okay, there. And I might, often I would just hold it down, but sometimes it moves around then. So if you just put a little bit of tape on it. To make it stand in place. And you know, I could have also done this with a light box. I have a light box, and this is paper. It's not on a journal or anything. I could have done that too, but I won't. And I'm not trying to get every petal here. And see, I already did this for my other one, but I'm just gonna go around like this, and then just get these these ones here. And I'm just drawing over the lines with a pen. With just a regular pen, not like a Sharpie, an ink ball pen. I'm not doing every single petal. You could, but I'm just getting the general shape of it and the idea. And now here I'm going to do the the same font. And you could, of course, you could print your own spring on the paper from your printer, or you could change the font or do it freehand. You know, I've done enough fonts freehand that for me, it just comes out not looking as nice as when I do it like this. I can't remember if I did the top or the bottom. I need to do the bottom and then we can just take it off, and you can see there's just a light image of everything on there. And the colors I'm going to use for this are Cerulean and my Daniel Smith Quinacridone Gold. And I usually use my Winsor & Newton Quinacridone Gold, this one. But I couldn't find it last night, so I did this one, this little color with the Daniel Smith, and it came out nice. And then I'm going to try the Prussian blue instead of the ultramarine blue, because I used ultramarine for this one, and I just think that the original was a little bit brighter, so I'm going to try to use the Prussian blue. And I already mixed up my colors. Here's my Cerulean, here's my Quinacridone Gold, and here is the green that I mixed with the Cerulean and the Prussian blue. And I'm just going to put this on, give it a little bit of a, I just like to have it on the watercolor on a little bit of an angle. Can I still see that? All right. And I'm going to start off with the Cerulean. And just even mixing the colors, look how dirty my paint's got, my water got. I'm just going to clean that quick. And I have two jars, because one is supposed to be I used to mix with, and one is supposed to be for clean water. But for this, I'm gonna start with this one because it's underneath. I'm just gonna put down a little bit of clean water. And I'm gonna might go even into that green, the part that's going to be a little bit of the green stem or the green leaves. And then I'm going to get my roller. I'll try. I didn't wet this one, this side, because I think maybe I didn't wet this before. I'm gonna move. No, now I'm gonna go into a little of the quinacridone gold, and that's a little bit thicker consistency. I'm gonna make the paint a little bit tiny thicker consistency. Just going up a little bit. Give a little bit of shadow in here. I'm gonna pick up a little of this right here, just to kind of keep a little bit highlighting there. That looks very nice. I'm gonna get a little bit more of that cerulean, just the yellow, and just put that gently, just a tiny bit down at the bottom, these stems. And I might start working the rest of the green. I kind of like that green. It has sort of a nice bright feel to it, and I feel like that bright feel is a little more spring-like. I'm trying to get the pointy little edges to that. Looking nice. Just gonna get a little more green. I'm trying to go in a little bit heavier with this green. Just kind of drop it in. Try to let it float, see if it moves anywhere a little bit. And that's sort of pretty. I kind of like that. I'd like this one to be a little bit more, have a little bit more definition to it. It's gonna, that's kind of nice. I'm gonna take, I think I used a different brush to do this. I used my little tiny brush. Is it this one? I think I used a different brush, but this one might work. Let's see. Oh no, I don't think this will work. No, I don't think that's gonna work. what, this might be like a level 1 or a level 2 round. And this one looks like it'll work. Did you see how this one, like, see, that was the other brush, and that's this brush. I started at the very dark part of the green. So when I go back, I'm just gonna go more towards the middle. And of course, if you could do calligraphy, you could do this just with calligraphy. Um, I like this. I like this one. That came out sort of nice. If you do it yourself, I would probably choose, maybe do a different font just to make it more individual. And you could choose any sort of, you wouldn't have to do dandelions. Dandelions are sort of nice for it because it's not too, you know, you see them all the time in the spring. But you could try mums or something else that wouldn't You know, that I think you think, oh my goodness, there's so many petals. But sometimes having a lot is a good thing. I just wanted to get a few more over here. I forgot I said this one was on top. Those came out nice. I don't know, it's kind of cute. Kind of like it.